Teams from Kenston, Eastlake North, and Walsh Jesuit meet on the Nordson Academic Challenge.
Welcome to the Nordson Academic Challenge. And now, here's your host from News 5, Rob Powers.
Hey everybody, I am Rob Powers. Welcome to the 53rd season of the Nordson Academic Challenge. Today the challenge, quite simple. 3 local high school teams compete for points. By answering questions, we've got math, science, history, other topics as well. Top 5 scoring teams this season will share in a total of $20,000 in grant money from Nordson, and then the top 3 will come back for our championship finale. And that's where a grant of $6,000 is up for grabs. We get things started right now, and we get it all going with the lightning round. All 3 teams compete in this round. We award 10 points for a correct answer. We subtract 10 points for an incorrect answer or no answer. We start each team with 100 points. Everybody set? All answers here begin with the letter A. The letter A. This is the capital city of New York State. Walsh.
Albany.
Albany's correct. Our atmosphere contains a small quantity of this noble gas. Walsh.
Argon.
Argon, correct. This is the term for a group of islands, such as the Philippines. Walsh.
Archipelago.
Archipelago is correct. This Mexican Indian civilization was conquered by Eastlake North.
Aztec.
Aztec is correct. This burrowing mammal is the first animal in the dictionary. Kenston.
Aardvark.
Aardvark, correct. This ancient Greek scientist discovered the theory of Walsh.
Archimedes.
That is correct. This word describes the legendary snowman supposedly living in the Himalayas. Kenston.
The abominable snowman.
That is correct. Luanda is the capital city of this African Walsh Jesuit.
Angola.
Angola is correct. This is the 2-word name scientists give to minus 273.15 degrees. Walsh.
Absolute zero.
That is correct. And for our final lightning round question, we talked to Jared Weppelman, guest engagement lead at the Great Lakes Science Center.
Among our many exciting exhibits here at the Great Lakes Science Center is our augmented reality sandbox. Using the latest in 3D technology, visitors to the sandbox can explore problems around our lakes caused by the bloom of what A-initialed vegetation?
Walsh.
Algae.
Algae is correct, and that is the end of the round. We'll be back with more Nordson Academic Challenge right after this.
Nordson is honored to sponsor a program that celebrates academic excellence. We're a global industrial technology company with a long and proud history of giving back to the communities where we live and work. We donate 5% of our U.S. pre-tax profits to charity every year. Over the past 30 years, the Nordson Corporation Foundation has donated more than $100 million, and our employees have volunteered more than 100,000 hours. And now, we're pleased to support the legacy of Academic Challenge. Thank you all for watching, and the best of luck to all the participants.
Today's judge from Cuyahoga Community College, Victoria Montiero. Thank you so much, Victoria. Great to see you again. And we welcome you back to the Nordson Academic Challenge. We're going to jump right back into the game. This is Hot Picks. One at a time, I'll ask each team 8 questions. A correct response in this round is worth 20 points. No penalty for a wrong answer here, and any team answering all 8 questions correctly will receive 25 bonus points. All right, our first team comes to us from Kenston. Kenston offers its over 1,000 students championship athletics, outstanding art and drama programs, a student-run radio station, and a large selection of honors and AP courses as well. And for Kenston's questions, Thomas, we come to you. 1, 2, 3, or 4?
1.
Number 1. All right, Kenston, these questions just for you. All set? Here we go. One of California's first senators, William Gwynn, was also one of the first to use what equine postal delivery system that reached California in 1859? Answer?
No.
Pony Express, we're looking for. Pony Express. The one that got away might include a lake sturgeon weighing 240 pounds that managed to avoid capture for how many years equal to 5 score?
100.
100 is correct. Ancient people somehow managed to transport massive boulders more than 200 miles to create what mysterious prehistoric monument on England's Salisbury Plain?
Stonehenge.
Stonehenge is correct. Let's go to the monitor. Here's your science question. Mendeleev, Moseley, and Meyer all worked on the development of which of these?
The periodic table.
That is correct. The only U.S. military code never deciphered by an enemy was that spoken by what N-initialed Native American code talkers of World War II?
The Navajo.
That is correct. All good writing is like swimming underwater, according to what American author who put a lot of good writing into The Great Gatsby?
J.D. Salinger.
F. Scott Fitzgerald we're looking for. That's okay. Back to the monitor. Here's your math question. We ask you to solve for X.
9.
9 is correct. As a senior at college, what 35th president wrote a book titled Why England Slept? Answer?
JFK.
Kennedy is correct. Way to go, Kenston. Good round. All right, our second team this morning comes to us from Walsh Jesuit. Walsh is a Catholic college preparatory high school located in Cuyahoga Falls. It's home to over 1,000 students, offering 13 AP programs, 28 varsity teams, 33 student clubs, a wide array of musical ensembles. In addition to Walsh's in-house opportunities, students can be seen in the community through school-sponsored retreats and community service as well. For your questions, Walsh, we go to Justin from Eastlake North. 2, 3, or 4?
3.
3. All right, Walsh, these questions, again, just for you. All set? Let's do it. Centuries before the U.S. Army had women generals, what young peasant girl led the French army at the Battle of Orleans?
Joan of Arc.
Joan of Arc is correct. Instead of a cuckoo, a chicken comes out each hour on the giant clock in the airport of what largest Oregon city?
Portland.
Portland's correct. A new state emerged during the Civil War with the 1863 creation of what Appalachian mountain state whose capital is Charleston?
West Virginia.
West Virginia is correct. To the monitor, here's your science question. Many elements can be identified by characteristic colors they produce when incandescent. Which of these instruments is useful for such identification?
Spectroscope.
That is correct. In 1854, the American ship Black Warrior was seized by officials in what Cuban capital city, where 44 years later, the USS Maine was blown up?
Havana.
That is correct. According to a group of British librarians, the book that everyone should read before they die is what 1960 novel by American author Harper Lee?
To Kill a Mockingbird.
To Kill a Mockingbird's correct. Back to the monitor. Your math question. We ask you to solve for X.
6.
6 is correct, and that was big. This question for the bonus points. The guinea worm that has plagued Africa for years has been almost entirely wiped out through efforts led by what 39th U.S. president?
George H.W. Bush.
The answer is Jimmy Carter. Jimmy Carter. All right, Walsh, good round there, though. Way to go. Okay, our third team this morning comes to us from Eastlake North. Eastlake North, located in Lake County, has an enrollment of over 1,500 students. Its academic decathlon teams have won the state championship 6 of the last 7 years. Students are encouraged to take part in a variety of extracurricular activities, including athletics. And by the way, Eastlake North received an excellent rating on the recent State of Ohio report card. For your questions, we come all the way back down here to Kenston. Elliott, we still have 2 and 4.
2.
2. All right, North, these questions just for you. All set? Here we go. For those with an appetite for competition, a grilled cheese contest is held annually in what state where the cheeseheads cheer on the Green Bay Packers?
Wisconsin.
Wisconsin's correct. Dogs are now being used to detect problems in patients with what metabolic disease usually treated with insulin?
Diabetes.
That is correct. So poor she once fainted from hunger. What Polish-born chemist gained great fame when she and her husband Pierre discovered radium?
Curie.
That is correct. To the monitor, your science question. If the mass of a body increases, its inertia will do which of these?
Increase.
Increase is correct. Years of practice came in handy when what legendary Swiss archer was forced to shoot an apple from his son's head?
William Tell.
That is correct. Even without modern jet travel, it shouldn't have taken what Homeric hero 20 years to return from Troy to his wife Penelope.
Odysseus.
That is correct. To the monitor, your math question, what is the value of -2 to the 5th power? Answer?
24.
-32. -32. East met West in 1860 when Japan opened its first embassy in the United States during the administration of what 15th president?
Andrew Johnson.
James Buchanan. James Buchanan. All right, no. Great round. Nicely done. That's the end of that round. We'll be back with more questions and more answers right after this. Here we go. Welcome back to the Nordson Academic Challenge. Before we start the next round, we're going to take a look at the scores so far. In third place with 230 points, the team from Eastlake North. In second place right now with 240 points, the team from Kenston. And leading the way with 310 points right now, the team from Walsh Jesuit. But anything can happen. We're going to go head-to-head once again. It's the picture-perfect round. Each correct answer here worth 10 points. A wrong answer or no answer, we will take away 10 points. Again, this is for all three teams, so hands on the buzzer, eyes on the big monitor. Everybody set? Here we go. This is the flag of what? Walsh.
Quebec.
Quebec is correct. This tiny freshwater polyp has what same name as the multi-headed creature killed by Hercules? Kenston.
Medusa.
Hydra. Hydra is the answer. This is the depiction of what 1863 Mississippi battle. That was Walsh.
Vicksburg.
Vicksburg is correct. What is the area of the large four-sided figure? Walsh.
18.
15. 15. This is what award-winning Jan Martel book about a boy forced to share a lifeboat. North.
Life of Pi.
That is correct. Which of these is a suffocating gas that may be prepared by reacting iron sulfide with hydrochloric acid? Eastlake North.
Iron oxide.
Hydrogen sulfide. Hydrogen sulfide. These turkeys are wandering through a small village in what South American country whose capital is Asuncion? Walsh.
Paraguay.
That is correct. One article in this issue of Cleveland Magazine features drinks created from locally made liquors, once prohibited by what numbered amendment to the U.S. Kenston?
18.
18th is correct. And that's the end of that round. We'll be back with more answers and more questions right after this. Hey, welcome back to the Big Morning. Let's welcome our team advisors here. From Eastlake North, it's Bob Kilner. From Kenston, it's Greg Coltis. And from Walsh Jesuit, Gary Ripka. Hey guys, thanks for being here. Thanks for everything you do for our kids. Just fantastic. All right, time now for our Mix It Up round. One at a time, I ask each team 6 questions. A correct response here worth 20 points. No penalty for a wrong answer. Any team answering all 6 questions correctly in this round will receive 25 bonus points. First up, Kenston. All set? Here we go. Hidden in this phrase about European travel is the name of what U.S. state whose capital is Carson City?
Nevada.
Nevada's correct. If someone's eating a great amount of food, that person's appetite can be best described by which of these words?
Voracious.
Voracious is correct. On this date, the people of Russia were ordered to mourn the death of what Russian czar who was called the Terrible?
Ivan.
Ivan's correct. To create phrases meaning unnecessary paperwork and a minor issue that diverts attention from the main issue, fill in the blanks with what same color?
Red.
That is correct. The White House was burned during which of these early American wars?
War of 1812.
War of 1812 is correct, and that was big. This is for the bonus points. Set. This advice comes from what 15th to 16th century Italian who gave a lot more advice in his work, The Prince?
Medici.
Machiavelli. Machiavelli, but good round, Kenston. Way to go. All right. Up next, the team from Walsh. Walsh, questions just for you. All set? Here we go. Instead of worrying about emerging insects, see if you can find hidden in this phrase the name of what capital city of Portugal?
Lisbon.
Lisbon, correct. If someone spoke to you in a nasty way, you could describe that person with which of these adjectives?
Vituperative.
That is correct. On this date, an astronomer named J.C. Galli made news by discovering which planet named for the Roman god of the sea?
Neptune.
Neptune, correct. What same word is needed in both blanks to name a political work by Thomas Paine and the first 10 amendments to the Constitution?
Rights.
Rights is correct. Which of these was the site of the unsuccessful 1961 invasion of Cuba by anti-Castro forces aided by the United States?
Bay of Pigs.
That is correct, and that is big. This question for the bonus points. These words were spoken by what 1960s militant African American who changed his last name to a letter of the alphabet?
Malcolm X.
Malcolm X is correct for the bonus points. All right, Eastlake North. You all set? Just for you, here we go. If you study this phrase, you can find the hidden name of what British territory in the Atlantic, a favorite destination for vacationers?
Bermuda.
Bermuda, correct. A person who is bold and daring can best be described by which of these adjectives?
Audacious.
Audacious, correct. Had you been in London on this date, you could have seen the coronation of what British queen whose reign lasted 64 years?
Queen Victoria.
Victoria, correct. You'll place what same word in both blanks to locate both the Merchant Marine Academy and the U.S. Military Academy?
Point.
Point, correct. The Marine Corps hymn refers to the halls of Montezuma, which is a reference to which of these countries?
Mexico.
That is correct, and again, that's big. For the bonus points, these words mark the grave of what Spanish explorer who searched for the fountain of youth?
Ponce de Leon.
Ponce de Leon is correct for the bonus points. There you go. That's the end of that round, but hold on. We're back with our final and deciding grab bag round. That's coming up right after this. Don't go anywhere.
To stay up to date on everything academic, visit us online at news5cleveland.com/academic challenge and watch full episodes on Roku, Amazon Fire TV, and other devices.
Welcome back to the Nordson Academic Challenge. Before we continue, we're going to recap the scores for you right now. In third place with 340 points, the team from Kenston. In second place right now with 375 points, the team from Eastlake North. Leading the way right now with 475 points, the team from Walsh Jesuit. Oh, but here we go. Time for the grab bag round. In this free-for-all, each correct answer is worth 20 points. A team will lose 20 points, though, for a wrong answer or no answer. We have some visual questions, too. They're big. They're worth 30 points. Be careful on those because an incorrect answer will cost you 30 points. Again, this is for all three teams. Hand on the buzzers, eyes on the monitor if we need it. Everybody ready? This is it. To date, 12 men have walked on the moon, but the only one to hit a golf ball there was what man who had been the first American in space? Walsh.
John Glenn.
Alan Shepard. Alan Shepard. Among the items selected for the National Toy Hall of Fame is what cube, named for its Eastlake North?
Rubik's Cube.
That is correct. A book titled Bullseye hit the mark with its focus on what disease spread by deer ticks and named for a city in Connecticut? Walsh.
Lyme's disease.
Lyme disease is correct. Urban sprawl has not yet reached this part of what western state whose area is the fourth largest of the 50 states? Walsh.
Montana.
Montana's correct. Growing 15 feet tall with roots that go down 4 feet, one sunflower is named for what legendary giant lumberjack who had a blue ox north?
Paul Bunyan.
That's correct. Choice. Oblong or rod-shaped bacteria forms are called bacillus, spirillum, or pathogenic. Answer, bacillus. The fictional Friar Lawrence married two young people despite their families' wishes in what Shakespeare? Walsh.
Romeo and Juliet.
Romeo and Juliet, correct. This yummy proverb comes from what part of Great Britain whose capital is Edinburgh? Walsh.
Scotland.
Scotland's correct. In Morse code, dot, dash, dot, dash, dot, dash stands for what punctuation mark that comes at the end of a declarative sentence? Walsh.
Period.
Period's correct. George Washington had been chief executive for 3 years when he first used what presidential power to block a law passed by Congress? Walsh.
Veto.
Veto is correct. How many edges does a cube have? Walsh.
12.
12 is correct. This is what 5th Chief Justice? Walsh.
Taney.
Taney is correct. The motto of the U.S. Postal Service, neither snow nor rain nor heat nor darkness of night, was first used by what ancient Greek father of history to describe a Persian postal service? Answer, Herodotus. Herodotus. The Elvis of art is the way one newspaper referred to what 19th century Dutch artist who cut off part of his ears to fit Eastlake North?
Van Gogh.
Van Gogh is correct. Newspapers have gushed praise for Edwin Drake when he drilled the first successful oil well in what Middle Atlantic Keystone State? Walsh.
Pennsylvania.
That is correct. What German city has preserved as a permanent memorial a 230-foot section of the wall that once divided it? Walsh.
Berlin.
Berlin is correct. What early colonists introduced that's it, that's the final buzzer. We go to the scores. Let's go in third place this morning with 340 points, the team from Kenston. In second place today with 435 points, the team from Eastlake North. And with an impressive total of 685 points, winning today's academic challenge, the team from Walsh Jesuit. Good game, everybody, all 9 of you. Boy, that was fun. Be sure to join us next time. We'll feature teams from Shaker Heights, Rocky River, and Westlake. I'm Rob Powers. We'll see you right back here very soon for another Nordson Academic Challenge. After further review, some scores have been adjusted, which did not affect the outcome of this game.
This has been the Nordson Academic Challenge.